In this edition of City News, find out what these canines were up to. Also learn why 5 teams of college and high school students battle Northrop Grumman interns. Plus find out how an overnight trip to a local university is preparing some middle school students for college life. These stories and much more coming up on City News. Hello and welcome to City News. I'm Jennifer Murillo. The Los Angeles County Police Canine Association recently held their annual safety fair and canine demonstration. Tristan Davis has more on the story.
Helicopters, car chases, explosions, and canine takedowns. All these exciting events unfolded at the 18th annual Safety Fair and Canine Demonstration at the Santa Monica College Stadium.
Today they're going to get a chance to see these dogs actually put the pedal to the metal and see just how well trained these dogs are.
Officer Sarah Lewis was there with her canine, Mido, representing Hawthorne Police Department. She and Mido have been partners for more than 3 years now.
In personal experience, my partner has found people hiding in vents underneath homes. He's found guns that people have buried under dirt, things that we can't see with our eyes, they can find.
The Los Angeles County Police and Canine Association is a nonprofit organization that raises money to support handlers and their canines after they retire, as well as equipment for the force.
We have an insurance plan for them where we'll pay part of their vet bills as the dog's retired and aging away.
The LACPCA's goal is to bring community awareness and educate the public on how canines play a role in the police force.
I just thought it would be a great event to support. I love animals, so got to see how they train them to take care of us.
These things involve the United States safety, and so it really matters for these dogs to sniff out some stuff.
The canines are the officers' best friends, both on and off the field, keeping them safe from threats out on the streets, while also reducing the amount of officers needed on scene.
I'd say canines are super crucial to the law enforcement industry. The reason being is because they save manpower.
They protect us. They go into search areas first because they have the ability to obviously use their big canine nose and smell out bad guys and narcotics, things like that, and explosives, which is another big one.
Mido here has the busy job of keeping our streets safe. But luckily for him, he doesn't have it too rough. For HGTV, I'm Tristan Davis.
To find out more information on this Police Canine Association, visit their website at www.lacpca.com. You can also keep up with Mido and Officer Lewis on Instagram at canine_Mido. If you haven't done so already, mark your calendars for Good Neighbors Day. It is scheduled for Saturday, September 16th at Jim Thorpe Park, starting at 8 a.m. Come enjoy a car show, food, and live music. The Historical Society will also be celebrating the grand opening of their new museum. For more information, go to the city's website at www.cityofhawthorne.org. El Camino College and Northrop Grumman Aerospace Systems sponsored a morning of innovation, science, and creativity. Brianna Greenup has more.
Planes, copters, rovers, and silly strings? Sounds like a strange combination, but that's exactly what these students use to save the world. Figuratively speaking, of course. At El Camino College, teams work together to put out wildfires. Not an easy task considering that this project is months in the making.
So we originally came up with the idea actually February of 2016. And we got a little bit of money to test out some concepts last summer. And then we got our full funding in the beginning of this year, in February. And then pretty much have put this whole thing together in about 4 months.
And with technology, the process isn't always smooth.
We all actually designed our own vehicles before the interns got here, and we were trying to go for, big, complex, grand ideas that were going to look really cool and work really well. And we found that they didn't actually work very well. So we found that keeping it simple, keeping it effective, making it easy to maintain and easy to modify was by far the best solution.
These designs didn't happen overnight either. It is a process that required long hours.
Working every single night from when they get off of work at 5, sometimes even earlier, all the way till 9, 10, 11. We've even gone to like 2, 3 in the morning working on this project. on weekdays, on weekends, holidays. We have been in here because that's what it takes to, that's the dedication that is required to come up with these custom technical solutions.
Even the youngest members of the project got to try their hand at design and to test it out too.
These goggles basically let me drive, and I get a better view of what's actually going on, since sometimes I can get glare on the screen or issues like that. I also feel more comfortable driving with this since I tend to fly multi-rotors, small FPV racers, and yeah, that's why I love using the goggles instead of the screen.
Despite the hard work, this project has ultimately brought people together.
Countless times that we spent together, we'll always grab lunch, stuff like that, solving all these problems. It's just been a really good adventure. So it's been really fun, and I mean this experience definitely brought us closer than we would have ever thought, and probably created a lifelong friendship.
After a long morning, these heroes only have one thing on their mind: lunch. Reporting for HCTV, Brianna Greenup.
To find out more about Northrop Grumman or their demonstration, visit now.northropgrumman.com. The South Bay Promise is a college readiness program created by the South Bay Workforce Investment Board, California State University Dominguez Hills, El Camino College, and local school districts. Daniel Lindley takes us to college.
A group of local 8th grade students gathered here at the Hawthorne Teen Center for their annual field trip to the California State University Dominguez Hills.
I think this is a great experience, and that a lot of kids should be more open to it.
Open to live a day in the life of a college student is a theme that kicked off the 4th annual field trip, part of the South Bay Promise initiative to ensure college readiness in students.
They will be actually getting information directly from the student services at Dominguez Hills, and also they will be staying at the dorms. They're going to be getting the entire college experience.
A much-needed experience looking into their future career goals, according to Dana Middle School students Bryce and Kirsten.
I would like to become a lawyer or maybe a nurse or a doctor.
I want to be a nurse in the future and probably medical majoring.
Along with receiving college information and staying at the dorms, students also attended academic workshops where academic focus and foresight is key for fundamental success.
I'm making sure I'm keeping up my GPA and just trying to, be a good student and excel.
One of the steps for them should be that, visualize themselves there. So hopefully they walk away with understanding what they see in themselves in order to attend college.
The staff at the Teen Center hope to see more students in attendance at future college workshops. Reporting for HCTV, I'm Daniel Lindley.
For more information regarding the Hawthorne Teen Center, you can visit their website at www.southbay1stop.org/Hawthorne-teen-center. Coming up next on City News, we'll show you how one organization is teaching families how to take precautionary measures in regards to children's safety. Also find out how one woman has tapped into a male-dominated industry. There's more news ahead. We'll be right back. Located on West Rosecrans Avenue, Mychals Learning Place was recently featured on the 3rd season of A&E's Emmy Award-winning show, Born This Way.
I can't believe you're so delicious right now. I know I'm going out for dinner, but whew. Oh, what the heck? Hello, Liz.
Born This Way is an excellent show, and it really shows a lot of it's reality, it's real. And I think it's important that the typical population can see that and see how successful anyone could be despite their disability.
On episode 8 of this season, cast member Elena begins to train as a barista at Mychals Howl at the Moon Cafe and soon earns her first job.
When I first hear the news that I got a job from Mychals, from Blaze, I was aspirating from that, and I was enjoying it, and I have a full potential. She kind of lighted my world.
Elena just really took to it. She jumped right in. She was training with another barista, and she said that she loved it, and she actually said that this was my dream job, and that really touched me. So I was very excited to start working with her, and that's kind of how she came to me.
I just love the people around here. I get along really well. My mom's really supporting me to reach for my dreams, and I'm glad I'm here.
The show may have condensed Elena's training to a small amount of time, but she actually trained for 6 months before accomplishing her dream of working at a cafe.
I love making coffee for people. I just want to have good expressions. I love the customers.
She picked it up very quickly, and the thing that I've noticed about a lot of my trainees is that they do often pick it up a lot quicker even than typical people that I've worked with at just any cafe. So it's very impressive. I'm very impressed with her.
While Elena does love to make coffee, her favorite thing to do at the cafe is bake, which we had the opportunity to watch her do firsthand.
I'm making sugar cookies. Yum!
Since being on the show, Mychals Howl at the Moon Cafe has gotten quite a few calls about catering for a few businesses. Blaisdell Shaw hopes that they can continue to grow and give more people an opportunity to work.
We have a really great adult program here where they're able to get out into the community and not only work at the cafe, but they're able to get out in jobs within the South Bay in Los Angeles, and we have a lot of job partners that are beginning even more so to hire this population, and that's really important.
Mychals Learning Place offers more than just the cafe. Children up to adults can come here to learn social skills with each other and the community, and also learn skills to become independent. To learn more about Mychals, go to their website at www.mychals.org. Resolve to Rise, a nonprofit organization, teamed up with the Hawthorne Police Department to promote awareness and prevention of child sexual abuse. Edward Evans brings us the details.
Always tell two people I trust.
Resolve to Rise provides workshops and symposiums to empower children, families, and survivors to rise above the stigma of sexual assault.
Resolve to Rise actually came into fruition after I learned of my daughter's rape and my own personal survivor story. After experiencing 2 traumas in my family, I felt that it was the need.
Along with giving children the necessary tools on how to avoid and handle improper physical contact, another of Resolve to Rise objectives is to educate and promote awareness on the subject to the parents.
We come to find out that sometimes the parents are victims themselves, and then they don't want to speak about it to their own children because they don't know how to appropriately address a potential risk because they want to hide it.
Representatives from the Hawthorne Police Department read Right to Touch to the parents and children and spoke about the book's impact.
I love the book. The book is tailored made for little kids. And then you have Scotty, our therapy dog that's there. You bring things like that in to make it interesting. We have our talking police car. We make it so that, it's tailored to children.
The parents shared what they learned from the event.
I wanted her to feel more comfortable hearing it from other people, not just me. And we also felt, she needed it, especially that she's going into 1st grade and we don't want another incident to happen. So this was really helpful to just make her feel comfortable.
I did ask him if he understood everything and got a little more from it from just the colorful pictures, and that there was a police officer reading the book to him. Did he understand? And he said, yeah, Mommy, just, to be safe.
The event left the kids with valuable information on what to do when confronted with inappropriate touching.
To tell 2 people and to say no.
Resolve to Rise is committed to providing workshops and symposiums that educate and bolster the safety of children, adolescents, and their families, and encourages open dialogue and transparency on the subject of sexual assault. Reporting for Hawthorne Community Television, I'm Edward Evans.
For more information about Resolve to Rise, their future events, and reading materials, go to their website at www.resolvetorise.org. Anyone can have a dream, but it takes someone with a lot of determination to make it come true. We met with the Hawthorne native who shared how she made her dream a reality. Vanessa Orozco was raised in Hawthorne on Eucalyptus Avenue and is the second of 3 children. Growing up, she watched her father work 3 to 4 jobs to support the family. So from a young age, she knew she wanted to become something big and conquer the world.
When I was a kid, I used to tell my mom, and I know if she watches, she's gonna laugh, because I used to tell her, Mom, one day I'm gonna be big, I'm gonna be famous, I'm really gonna make it. And my mom used to pat me on the head, and she used to say, Mija, you can be whatever you dream of. The sky's the limit.
Vanessa got her primary education at York and Eucalyptus Elementary, Hawthorne Middle School, and then graduated from Hawthorne High School in 2002. She continued her education at El Camino College before earning her bachelor's degree from the University of Phoenix. Soon after, she landed her first job, where she moved up in the company very quickly. She worked there for a few years until it took a turn, which led her on a new path.
If you don't step out of your comfort zone and you don't step out of that fear, you're never going to know where you could go. So for me, the turning point was when I got laid off of my very successful career job, and I said, I have to do something bigger and better.
In 2013, Vanessa and her father Francisco decided to team up to create their own tequila. The idea was to make something that no one else had come up with before and stand out on the shelf. And this is how Gaviota Tequila was born.
Anybody can become an entrepreneur. You don't have to be someone who, has a PhD and a master's degree and a bachelor's degree. I think it's all about if you have the will and the power to create something and you solely believe in it and you follow your dreams, dreams really do come true.
Her tequila is sold in restaurants and stores throughout California, including at Mi California, a restaurant located in Hawthorne on Hawthorne Boulevard.
My uncles, my aunts, grandfather, grandmother, my parents, they're really proud of me because they really have seen me blossom into something that I didn't even know I was going to blossom into. Before I was very shy, very camera shy, really not a people person. And then now I'm like, hey, hi, say hi to everybody. And I'm really out there and really demonstrating that, anything is possible.
Her hard work and dedication has not gone unnoticed, as Vanessa was recently nominated for the Los Angeles Business Journal as one of the up-and-coming women leaders in business of Los Angeles.
I was really excited and humbled because you never realize how much your hard work is getting noticed. So for me to receive that and to be nominated along women who've been in business for 20, 30, 40 years, that's very humbling, very wonderful experience.
Even though Vanessa is constantly busy with her businesses, she always makes time to give back to the community and collaborates with a lot of nonprofit organizations.
I also do a lot of career days. I do career days for middle schools in different cities and different school districts. And I really love to do that because I want to empower our youth, not only young women, but both young women and young men, to really pursue their dreams, really pursue an education, really take that next step to be bigger and better than the person before you or the person after you.
She hopes to inspire not only women, but also young boys and show them that they too can own their own business or become anything they wish.
If your child tells you, Mom, I want to be this, I want to be that, don't tell them no. Really, really encourage them to follow their dreams, because the most successful people are doing what they love. They're not doing what they're forced to be done, or they're not following a certain norm that society wants them to follow. They're following their dreams and they're following their goals, and they're super happy at what they do.
While Vanessa has already accomplished a lot, she dreams that one day she'll be very successful, traveling and continuing to mentor youth from all over the world. Vanessa is just one of many success stories to have come out of Hawthorne. If you know of another success story and want to have them featured on our show, please call us at 310-349-1630. When we return, Hawthorne kids are having a ball this summer. Find out what has them kicking and screaming. A soccer clinic is greeted by special guests. Brianna Greenup has the story.
Soccer on a Thursday afternoon is normal at Hawthorne Memorial Park, but today is a little different. Instead of the normal pickup soccer game, kids had the opportunity to partake in a 90-minute soccer clinic hosted by none other than the LA Galaxy Foundation. But don't be fooled, these kids learn a lot more than just soccer skills.
We do a lot of mentoring with the kids. We talk about college, we talk about life skills, grades, things like that. So it's a lot more than futsal. It's incredible, and I love it, and it's really helped us to bond with the kids and the families.
Guided by the LA Galaxy coaches, participants had the opportunity to brush up on soccer. They even got to meet a notable member of the team.
I really like it. It's really fun, and I'm just really happy that we actually get to meet Cosmo himself and just to have fun playing soccer during the summer.
While soccer is the main focus, the LA Galaxy Foundation also wants to bring the community together.
It's a great way for parents and generations in the Los Angeles community to connect and to bond over a sport. It's also really accessible. I'm here at the Hawthorne Futsal Park. We actually put in these futsal courts so that kids could come here after school and they could hang out with their friends, hang out with their family, and enjoy this great space that's here in Hawthorne.
While soccer seems to be all fun and games, it has provided an opportunity for youth to give back. At least that is the case for Hawthorne teen Brianna, who utilized soccer to raise money for an animal shelter.
Teens can do stuff. Like, they say, oh, kids here are so lazy, like, they just sit around, they wander around the streets. Like, no, like, we want to prove them wrong. We want to show that we can come together and give back and be positive, spread the positivity. And I think that's what we're trying to do. And it is coming along.
And that outcome has been positive, especially since Sergeant Chris Cognac has been nominated for MLS Community MVP, a title that comes with $25,000. And if he wins, Cognac says the money will be donated to a charitable cause. Reporting for HCTV, Brianna Greenup.
To follow Sergeant Chris Cognac and view the nominees, visit MLSWorksCMVP.com. During the City Council meeting on July 25th, the Hawthorne City Council accepted resolution number 7916 for the donation of 2 futsal pitches and related improvements at Jim Thorpe Park by the LA Galaxy Foundation. We'll bring you more details about the groundbreaking as they are made available. Local youth brush up their skills and flaunt their talent without using their hands. Tony Long Jr. shows us how.
Betty Ainsworth Sports Center is the site where neighborhood children are polishing their footwork and other skills at the World Cup Intermediate Soccer Training Youth Summer Sports Clinic.
We pretty much try and get them prepared for the next level, whether it be middle school or club teams. So we're just breaking down all the fundamentals and getting them ready for that.
The youth are enjoying the activities at the clinic.
Probably the scrimmages, because you get to make good passes. You get to you have to learn what to do, and then you do it in the scrimmage.
It's pretty much the drills, because I can learn more than by experience, because I want to learn more. I want to have more experience.
At the clinic, it was hard to tell who was having more fun between the participants and the coaches.
The coaches here they help you a lot, and they push us to our limits, and that's what I like about it.
It's really nice to see them, appreciate your work and tell you, thank you, Coach Abby. I had fun today. I really learned something. I think that's the best part is the reward from them actually learning something.
Jeanette is a regular at the clinic.
It's really fun. I mean, I've been coming for 6 years. I like the coaches, the people here. It's really fun.
Coach Abigail Medina says that she likes seeing the participants come out of their shyness to learn the skills and apply them in the scrimmage matches. For HCTV, this is Tony Long Jr.
For more information on other programs, contact the Hawthorne Recreation and Community Services Department at 310-349-1640. Keep it right here on Channel 22 for these future City News stories. Learn what goes on every summer at the parks in Hawthorne. Plus, see how some kids keep busy playing sports during their summer break. And learn about a barbershop that has kept the old school barbery techniques and treats their customers like family. That does it for this edition of City News. Thanks for watching. If you have any story ideas, please call us at 310-349-1630 or email us at hctv@hawthorneca.gov. Don't forget you can watch City News online on YouTube by searching Hawthorne Community Television. We'll leave you now with more footage from the soccer clinic. We'll see you next time.